Now I'm rejoined by Interactive Broker Steve Sosnick, as well as Yahoo Finance's Josh Schaefer, to chat about some of these movers that we're watching today. And one of the movers, of course, that's not just a mover of the day, it's a mover of the year, is Nvidia. The latest news with Nvidia today, it's completing its acquisition of an Israeli AI firm called Run AI. Watching this here, the company apparently it has software that helps owners of intelligence computing gear get the best out of their hardware. That was how the Bloomberg report.
It helps you use your chips better and smarter, right? It's sort of how I was reading it, which to me fits into a little bit of part of the Nvidia narrative that we've been talking about over the last week or two, right? It was, I think maybe a week ago now, I was on with Madison Mills and we were talking about Nvidia's playing cloud, right? And trying to build out cloud. And this is also, okay, I bought an Nvidia product. What do I do with it? How do I use it more efficiently? And it's a smart play for Nvidia when you think about just the growth of the company, right? You sell all these people these products, how are you going to keep making money off them and sort of continue to grow top line if it's not selling chips? Maybe it's the services aspect, right?
Well, it's been, I mean, the integration of software and hardware has been one of Nvidia's innovations as a chip maker, right? The other chip makers haven't necessarily done that with the same degree of success. What's interesting here is that it sounds like Run AI is also potentially going to provide services for other hardware systems, not just Nvidia's. So just another, I mean, I know you watch Nvidia closely, very closely, Steve.
You can't not.
Right, and so how are you thinking about it as we go into 2025? And there's this relentless push from Nvidia and its cohort to come up with what's next.
Well, that's really the key. I mean, you know, if you think of AI as the gold rush, and, you know, these are the ultimate pick and shovel. NVIDIA is the manufacturers of pick and shovels for the AI gold rush. And, you know, to the extent that this makes their products more saleable, more useful, provides a longer revenue stream, it makes a lot of sense for all the points that Josh raised. But, you know, to me, NVIDIA is going to remain, at least for early 2025, the stock to watch. And I think, you know, as I brought up in the earlier segment, Earnings expectations are very high for the S&P 500. Well, the S&P 500 is a top-heavy index, and NVIDIA is among the things making it top-heavy. And the one interesting thing is shortly after the inauguration, we launch into earnings season. That's when we start to hear the guidance from basically most companies, and all the big cap tech companies, with one big exception, NVIDIA, which is a month later.
Yeah.
And so to me, it's going to be very crucial that NVIDIA can maintain the type of earnings growth that's priced into it. There's a lot of good news priced into this stock. Doesn't mean I'm not going to say they can't do it, but they have to keep this going at a very, very rapid pace to maintain the stock price and maintain the momentum that they have.
And the momentum has faded a little bit here at the end of the year, right? It's still the second best performer in the S&P 500 this year, but it's 6% below its record where it closed on November 7th, right after the election. And it's had some sort of it's had something like 3 corrections this year. So we've definitely had
It's in the intermediate post earnings when Nvidia kind of doesn't really go anywhere for a little bit, right? And it feels like there's all these news headlines, and then as it gets closer to earnings, it seems to rally. That's kind of been the trend, at least for the past couple quarters. It'll be interesting to see if we get that early in 25 too.
Yes.
Imagine a world where artificial intelligence not only transforms industries, but revolutionizes the very fabric of technology. As the whispers of innovation echo from Silicon Valley to the streets of Tel Aviv, Nvidia Corporation stands at the helm of this transformation. Recently, Nvidia announced its acquisition of Run AI, a promising Israeli startup, marking their most significant move in Israel since the colossal Mellanox Technologies deal back in 2020. While the details reveal a staggering stride toward AI infrastructure optimization, the implications echo far beyond immediate advancements. Together, Nvidia and Run AI are promising to redefine the AI landscape with a range of robust solutions, yet skepticism looms as regulatory bodies cast a watchful eye. Will this be just another chapter in corporate expansion or the dawn of a new era in technology? Stay tuned to uncover the cutting-edge moves and potential market shifts prompted by this alliance. Welcome back, everyone, to Investocracy.
I'd say it's about half and half. It's a business history of the full 30 years of the company, and then a lot of it is focused on their distinctive, unique culture, which I think is the reason why they've been so successful. I mean, it's like extraordinary outcome. Like you said, the stock performance is incredible. It's actually the best performing U.S. stock in history, with any stock with 20-year returns.
You make the point that a lot of it is due to Jensen's blend of being a technical genius and then a business genius.
Yes. So he has that unique combination that I think most CEOs don't have. Every time there's an instance of where they're almost about to go out of business, he's resilient and resourceful. He comes out with solutions and funding that just come out of nowhere. So, and he's always been super charismatic ever since the beginning. There was a time in the late 1990s when Intel was trying to snuff them out, telling PC makers, don't buy Nvidia chips, we're coming out with something better. Their sales pipeline completely dried up. And Jensen went to his workforce. He's famous for saying every 30 days, we're about to go out of business. And this time it was true. They're running out of money. And he told his employees, Intel is out to get us. Don't make no mistake. We have to fight back and kill Intel.
NVIDIA's acquisition of Run AI isn't just a headline, it's a pivotal moment in the unfolding AI revolution. With the deal valued between $600 million and $700 million, NVIDIA aims to empower AI teams through flexible and efficient GPU systems. These solutions could transform how AI infrastructure maximizes productivity across platforms, from on-premises setups to expansive cloud networks. If you're wondering whether this is just another corporate outreach, consider the optimism brewing within tech corridors. It seems NVIDIA's ambitions resonate more with visionary expansion than mere acquisition. In a twist of bureaucratic notoriety, the European Commission has raised its hand, expressing anti-competitive concerns regarding this business endeavor. One might ask, isn't scrutiny the spice of corporate life? With this move, NVIDIA's stock witnessed a staggering 190% surge year-to-date, a significant uptick reflecting investor confidence. Adding a dash of humor to the stock market saga, if technology trudges forward and stocks ascend, perhaps it's time our portfolios learned to climb trees. But as lighthearted as finance can be, NVIDIA's strategic acquisitions bear the weight of future market dynamics. But before going on with the video, are you into cryptocurrency? If so, check out our second channel, Investocracy Crypto. We bring you breaking news, expert analysis, and the latest trends in the fast-moving world of digital assets. Whether you're a seasoned crypto investor or just curious about the future of finance, we've got something for you. Click the link in the description to subscribe to Investocracy Crypto now. Don't miss out and stay ahead of the game. Now, let's get back to the video.
But the employees were inspired. They were working past midnight. One employee told me that she woke up at like 4 or 5 in the morning and said, oh, I just worked at midnight. I really want to go back to sleep. But no, I have to wake up. We must kill Intel. Kill Intel. So she's like muttering in her head. She was inspired to work harder to fight.
Tay, if Intel's, let's call it a handful of decisions by former CEOs, doomed the company to some extent, what are the decisions that, on the other side, that Jensen made that obviously brought such great success? Are there a couple that you could cite?
I think one key thing is they talk about speed of light, working with extreme speed and velocity. And if you look back at their video game history in the 1990s, they accelerated the product cycle from 18 months to 6 months. I mean, that sounds incredible, right? Typically, a chip took 18 months to design and ship, and they said, no, we're going to do that every 6 months. And that drove all their competitors out of business.
Not only is the company integrating Run AI to fortify its standing in AI infrastructure, but NVIDIA is poised to amplify its robotics initiatives with the anticipated launch of Jetson Thor computers in 2025. Tesla, another titan in tech territory, remains closely aligned with NVIDIA through the developmental march towards their Optimus humanoid robot, slated for production by 2025, with goals for broader commercial availability by 2026. This indicates a powerful synergy where NVIDIA's GPU prowess meets Tesla's robotics ambitions, weaving a tapestry of tech collaboration. Investors keen on capitalizing on NVIDIA's advancements may turn to entities like VanEck Semiconductor ETF, SMH, and Fidelity MSCI Information Technology Index ETF, which offer a doorway to nurture their portfolios in this evolving landscape. While tweets and press releases burst with excitement and anticipation, the real test lies in the tangible results these tech endeavors could unfurl. But before going any further, if you made it this far into the video, thank you. These videos take a lot of effort and time to make, so if you enjoyed them, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This goes a long way in helping us grow. That said, back to the video.
And that kind of relentless execution, improvement has shown why they've been successful for the last 30 years.
What I like is that you trace it all the way back to when they were a startup. Often, though, this is a very different company than it was back then. When the company gets very big, it changes,
yes.
right? Structure, culture, innovation, that sort of desire to go out and kill and compete. What's your sense of what's happening now that it's become a multi-trillion-dollar company leading AI?
So that's exactly the main point. The key thing that happens, I think, for most corporations in the U.S. is as they get larger, this dysfunction just breeds inside the company. You get endless meetings, indecisive paralysis. Some of the sources told me it's like swimming in quicksand trying to get decisions done. And at Google, Microsoft, Apple, just the bureaucracy goes insane. NVIDIA, Jensen's culture has been able to tamper that down. I mean, if you do anything where you're trying to make your boss's boss better, which I think is a big portion of all the internal politics and bureaucracy, he'll dress you down right in public. And he told me, if someone is ever doing that, I'll embarrass them in front of everyone. And if I do that once or twice, no one's ever going to do that again.
The horizon looks promising for NVIDIA and its stakeholders. As we await the unfolding of this transformative era, NVIDIA's current stock performance is a testament to its strategic acumen and market foresight. With a reported surge of over 190% year-to-date, the company's innovative strides are shaping its path toward potentially unprecedented growth. If there's a moment to align investment strategies with technological evolution, it's now. Forecasts surrounding NVIDIA echo optimism. With the impending projects manifesting at the intersection of AI, robotics, and hardware innovation, the company is positioned to drive exponential growth into the upcoming years. Yet, the map to success is not merely dotted with ventures, but paved with competitive resilience and regulatory navigation. As you ponder your investment decisions, consider the trajectory NVIDIA embarks upon, a path interlaced with opportunity and rapid innovation. So, dear viewers, what are your thoughts on NVIDIA's strategic expansion? How do you perceive the overflow of AI into our everyday lives? And where do you stand in this worldwide tech odyssey? And finally, if you would like to know what companies like NVIDIA have been up to these past few days, go ahead and click on the next video on your screen. See you there.